Thank you for listening to the show on Really Big Something Channel. May 10th, 2018.
The Cooner Report is powered by Kelly Financial Services. Cleaning up your financial bull. Get the peace of mind that you deserve at Kelly Financial Services.
2:05 here on the great WRKO. Okay, my friends, join Relay for Life and help the American Cancer Society fund cancer research, free rides to chemo, free places to stay near hospitals. Register or donate today at relayforlife.org. Okay, at 2:35, you don't want to miss it. Towns across Massachusetts are now banning single bottles of water. I kid you not. There is a war on plastic. They don't want, you know that little, like I have one right now, nice little Poland Spring. They don't want you to have them. Anything under a liter, they don't want you to have them. Plastic water bottles, verboten. Should they be banned? We'll discuss that. But first, let me ask you. The poor citizens of the People's Republic of Massachusetts. They love their EBT here, they love their welfare, and they love the takers and the deadbeats. Should people who are homeless be accommodated in so-called welfare motels? A judge is now ruling, listen to this, only in Massachusetts could a judge even think of something like this. But the Supreme Judicial Court is now grappling with arguments, this occurred a couple days ago, due to a Superior Court judge's ruling last year that is now saying that the state housing department must place homeless families, especially those with recognized disabilities, in a motel. If no other accommodations can be, homeless shelters or whatever, if they cannot be accommodated into homeless shelters, then the state of Massachusetts must put them up into a motel. And that's it. That's all. It doesn't matter that Governor Baker is opposed to this. He thinks, obviously, it's a gross waste of money. He also thinks that what's the point of having homeless shelters if you can start putting people into motels? And he's trying to end this practice. It does not matter. According to this judge, forget Governor Baker, forget the fact that he was elected. He doesn't run this state. The judge runs this state. So the Moonbat judge, listen to this, is now saying that our taxpayer dollars need to be diverted to pay permanently for homeless families, especially those with some disabilities, to be put up at a Motel 6, a Comfort Inn, whatever motel. And we don't just provide the motel. We have to also pay for food, meals, drinks, although I guess now you can't serve the little single bottle waters because that's banned in many of these towns, but let that go. Whatever they want, we have to provide it for them. In other words, we have to give them room service on top of the motel. Now, a couple of points, and then I want to throw it open to you. 617-266-6868 is the number. Number one of Baker's lawyers' argument is that motels are a horrible place to put homeless people in. Why? Many motels do not have kitchens. Many motels do not provide safe areas for kids to play. So if you're a homeless family, it may be dangerous to have kids playing in some of these motels, which are usually near highways or very busy streets, etc. And according to them, motels don't just, as I said, they don't provide good kitchens. They don't provide good on-place safe areas for kids to play. And as far as they're concerned, they don't provide easy access to public transportation. Motels are a little bit more out of the way away from buses, away from bus stops. So what they're saying is it's going to make it even a lot more expensive. Not only do you have to pay the cost of putting them in a motel, you have to now put them up. I swear to you, you got to put them up and give them food. You got to provide them transportation so they can take the bus. Then what do you do with the kids? In other words, it's going to cost the taxpayer an arm and a leg. Furthermore, why did the judge stop at motels? I said this to Brittany during our pre-show meeting today. I mean, come on now. You're being really cheap with our money. Forget a Motel 6 or a Comfort Inn. Put them up in the Ritz-Carlton. What the hell? Put them up at a nice 5-star hotel. Nothing but the best. Come on now. What the hell? What are you guys doing now? Getting a little cheap in your old age? Put them up at the Marriott. Put them up at the Hilton. Come on. It's our money. Spend it. This is obscene. I mean, it's obscene. And I was saying this to Brittany. I said, you know, when I went to Aruba, I mean, I never thought of asking the state to pay for my vacation. When, you know, I don't know, when I first got married with Grace and we moved into an apartment, I never thought of asking the government, i.e. taxpayers, hey, you know what, I got a problem here with these payments. These are some pretty tough payments here. Pretty expensive to rent my own place. Could you guys put me up in a motel? Now, they're going to start, they want to put them up in motels on our dime. On our dime. Is there a jacuzzi thrown in? I mean, I just want to know how much do we give them? Furthermore, it's not just that they're abusing our money. It's not just now that they want to provide motels to homeless people. Already, welfare fraud and abuse is out of control in this state. You don't believe me? You got to listen to this story. Okay? Believe me, everybody's going to start taking a motel room if this becomes law. It's not just going to be homeless people. You don't believe me? Watch this story. Listen to this. According to Eric Rasmussen and Aaron Smith, I want to give them a big hat tip from Boston 25. 25 investigates. They did a year-long investigation, and they looked at the abuse of EBT cards that are meant, as you know, to help poor people get back on their feet. No. Not in the People's Republic of Massachusetts, baby. It's one big gravy train for the welfare deadbeats. Listen to this. According now to their investigation, they found millions of dollars in state welfare cash that was spent, first of all, in states outside of Massachusetts. And for some reason, it wasn't, I don't know, Iowa, Idaho, I don't know, Kansas. For some reason, all of these EBT welfare cash withdrawals are all in these tourist destinations, such as Puerto Rico, Florida, and according to Eric Rasmussen and 25 Investigates, a lot of it in the Virgin Islands. So, if you're on welfare and you're living in Massachusetts and you're apparently so poor, how do you afford to get to Florida? How do you afford to get to Puerto Rico? How do you afford to get to the Virgin Islands? But it doesn't stop there. This is just the tip of the iceberg. No. They also found, nearly $4 million in out-of-state welfare cash withdrawals. Okay? By the way, the mother lode was in Florida, followed by Hawaii, Myrtle Beach. I've been there. It's South Carolina. Beautiful. Right by the sea. And, of course, the Virgin Islands, where they found thousands and thousands and thousands of EBT cash was withdrawn for ATMs on the tropical island. But it's not just for those who like the, a little bit of sun and beach and, and that sort of thing. Oh, no. They also found thousands of dollars were used at ATMs inside strip clubs in Los Angeles and in Boston, apparently including, I never heard of this place, at the Glass Slipper, where according to the piece, the entrance fee is $10. So they're withdrawing ATM cash from strip clubs, but it's more. They're also withdrawing from ATMs in casinos in the Las Vegas area. So the ABT cards are being used for strippers, for casinos, including, listen to this, on Carnival cruise ships. So you've got people on the Carnival cruise ships who now have been found with their EBT card withdrawing cash. I guess, I don't know, they want to buy some drinks, maybe buy a couple of steaks, maybe do a little casino gambling on the actual ship themselves. And I'm just thinking to myself, here I was going to Aruba, paying out of pocket. It was a bomb, not cheap. Took the kids, took Grace, and I paid out of my own pocket. And I'm thinking, why didn't I just do what the welfare deadbeats in Massachusetts do? Why didn't I just get myself an EBT card and let you and the government pay for my vacation to Aruba? So let me ask you this. Welfare cash, strip clubs, casinos, cruise ships, Hawaii, Florida, Myrtle Beach, the Virgin Islands. It is out of control. Can you afford for a vacation? And if you can't, get an EBT card. Believe me, you can go anywhere. 220 here, actually 221 here on the great WRKO. Okay, now a left-wing judge on the Superior Court is ordering that homeless families, especially those with recognized disabilities, should be put up in so-called welfare motels here in Massachusetts, i.e., any motel of their choice. We have to pay for it however long they need it, however long they want it. So I'm talking maid service, room service, you name it, we've got to pay for that. Meanwhile, a bombshell report by Boston 25, Eric Rasmussen, Aaron Smith, details the incredible welfare fraud and abuse. I'm talking millions and millions and millions of dollars, where it has now been shown that EBT cardholders have been taking cash withdrawals in Florida, almost 300,000 in Florida, Hawaii, Myrtle Beach, the Virgin Islands, apparently from casinos in Las Vegas, cruise ships, Carnival cruise ships. They're racking them up on the ATM, $100 bills. They're just popping out of those ATMs on Carnival cruise ships. Strip clubs are a favorite among the EBT crowd. I swear to you. For some reason, it's in two areas. In Los Angeles, and of course here in Boston, and a lot of the clientele, I've never heard of this place, but apparently they like the Glass Slipper. So I don't know what the women are doing on those poles at the Glass Slipper, but the EBT people, they love it. They can't get enough of it. And there's also an entrance fee, according to this piece, of $10. Furthermore, they're saying that it's not just in casinos in casinos in Las Vegas. Listen to this. State records also show EBT cash withdrawals at Ocean Gaming Casino in Hampton, New Hampshire, and of course at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. So apparently when you're on welfare, it's so tough, you got to gamble away your problems, at Mohegan Sun or at the Ocean Gaming Casino, or you take a vacation to Hawaii or the Virgin Islands. Now, I went to Aruba. That was my big treat for Grace and the kids. It cost me a lot of money out of pocket. I don't know why. I should have gotten myself an EBT card, but let that go. Brittany asked me during the break, when was the last time you took a vacation? I mean, I've had vacations in the sense that I don't work. But, to go someplace nice, it was a couple years before Aruba. If I go on a good vacation once every 2, 3, 4 years, I'm a happy man. I mean, they're expensive. You don't think I'd like to go to the Virgin Islands? You don't think I'd like to go to Myrtle Beach? I went like maybe 20 years ago. I loved Myrtle Beach. I can't afford Myrtle Beach every summer. I mean, you don't think I'd like to stay at a motel and get room service and have a maid do my cleanup for me? I mean, so let me ask you, I'm being really serious. When was the last time you took a nice vacation, say, I don't know, to the Virgin Islands, Florida, Hawaii? When was the last time you had money to go gambling, say at Mohegan Sun or up in New Hampshire or for some of these people in Las Vegas and, I don't know, strip clubs? I mean, I'm serious. Do you have money to go and, put some money in a girl's pouch? Do you have that kind of cash lying around? Or how about cruise ships? Carnival cruise ships. A lot of EBT people, they love that Carnival cruise line. When was the last time you went on a cruise? 617-266-6868. As always, you can text us WRKO, whatever your message is. It's a free speech zone, to 70470. 978, Jeff, I would like to take my family on vacation to the Virgin Islands. I know, me too. But I am stupid, I know, like me, and work for a living. I know, like me. With a wife, oh, I'm very sorry to hear this, with a wife that is battling 5 cancers, oh my God, for the past 15 years. I want to be a deadbeat or an illegal alien. 978, I am very sorry about your wife. I truly am. Look, I don't want to rip Howie's line, but he's got the ultimate line. Treat me like an illegal. Or in this case, treat me like a welfare deadbeat. Please. 781. Jeff, I used to work with an Ecuadorian guy who had a wife and 5 kids living in 2 hotel rooms. It's coming now to Massachusetts, my friend. You're going to see a lot more now on welfare motels or even hotels. Jeff, who is 508? Jeff, who is responsible for damage or theft from those hotels? Honestly, 508, us. That's the insanity of the whole thing. Whatever they steal or break, we're on the hook for. 978, Jeff, why do I have to pay for homeless or disabled people? I have enough trouble supporting my family. Amen, brother. I don't need to add to the 2 billion illegal welfare benefits. Let Marty and Charlie take them into their homes. That's how you buy votes. You take our money and you give it to the takers. And that's why they keep voting for them again and again and again. Steve in New Hampshire, you're up next. Go ahead, Steve.
I've been on hold for a while, so thank you for taking my call.
Go ahead, Steve.
I'm a long-time listener, third-time caller. And,
welcome, Steve. You're among friends. Go ahead.
Yep. And like the last time I called, I said one of the 2 best things that happened to this country is Donald J. Trump and the Jeff Kuhner show.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Thank you.
No, I really do. I really enjoy listening to the show.
Steve, what's on your mind, my friend?
Well, what's on my mind is, you just kind of like sidetracked me with this hotel thing.
It's a free speech zone, Steve. Whatever you want to talk about, I'm game.
Well, I think they could save a lot of money if Macho Marty just opened up his office. Didn't he offer that to the illegal aliens?
Yes, he did. Steve, I'm just curious. I mean, how often do you go to the Virgin Islands? Hawaii, I don't know, Palm Beach, Florida? Do you go often? Or I'm just thinking, because if not, go on welfare, my friend. They'll take care of it for you.
I'm working stiff like everybody else, and I got 4 children, and I double income. My wife works too. And the last time I went on a really nice vacation was where you went, Aruba, 1991.
Oh, it hasn't been that long for me. Steve, but I just went. But really, honestly, thank you for that call, Steve. Look, honestly, I'm being serious. I mean, I think before Aruba, I mean, I'm trying to think, really. Where did we? I went on a cruise, but man, it was years before. I mean, it was at least 3 or 4 years before Aruba. Like, I mean, when we made the when we made the plan to go to Aruba,
Easy there.
I mean, even Grace was saying, Jeff, you really need like a good vacation. Like you're burnt out. So before Aruba, it was like 3 or 4 years. But anyway, if you get on EBT, just pick your spot. Pick your spot. And I don't care. I don't want anybody to trash the takers in this state, okay? These are the best freaking takers in the world. They've got class. Say what you want. No. They've got a lot of know-how. Look at this. You know, they could go to Cape Cod. They don't go just to Cape Cod or up in Wildwood in New Jersey. No. They go to Florida. They go to the Virgin Islands. They go to Hawaii. When they go to casinos, sure, they do Mohegan Sun, but they do Vegas. Hey, they go to the best strip clubs in Los Angeles. Our people know how to party on our dime. Say what you want about them. Nobody's got better taste than the takers in mass. Okay, my friends, take more of your calls. The White House is criticizing Iran for suspected rocket attacks on Israel. Evan Heidenrich is in the WRKO newsroom. He's got all of those details. What are they, Evan? 2:35 here on the great WRKO. Okay, the WRKO box office, my friends, is now open. Be the 7th caller. 617-266-6868. Win a pair of tickets to see Dead and Company Wednesday, May 30th at 7 p.m. at the Xfinity Center. For tickets and information, visit livenation.com. Or just go on welfare, get an EBT card, don't worry about it, and then when you buy the tickets, just go to an ATM nearby, withdraw the cash, and buy the freaking tickets. I mean, that's what everybody in the state does anyway, so you can either call or get yourself an EBT card. You know, I just want to say this, and then I want to throw it open to you. 617-266-6868. I pay, just so that you know, $10,000 a year, pretty much, in property taxes. Never mind local taxes. God knows how much in state taxes, okay? Federal taxes, obviously. But I'm just talking about Massachusetts. So here I am paying through the nose. Property, local, state. Of course, there's a sales tax, but let that go. And what do I get for my money? I mean, I said this to Brittany when we were talking, before the show. I said, I'm being honest with you. All I do is pay taxes, and what do I get? I've got roads that are full of potholes, to the point now I'm starting to get lower back pain, because I'm up and down. Every time I hit a pothole, I'm just up and down in the car, up and down. So I've got lower back pain because of all the potholes. I can't even get a lamppost, a street light on my own street. My street is practically dark at night. I can't see anything. So, okay, forget that. My kids don't go to public school because the public school, it just sucks. I mean, really, it just sucks. So, forget it. I get no public schooling. Forget the roads. I didn't even get lighting. The only thing I get, I swear to you, is they pick up my trash once a week. They only take one bag. In Rentham, you're only allowed one bag free. The second bag, you got to go to a Stop and Shop or a Shaw's and buy those purple bags. You pay a fee. I think it's like $5 for 3 bags or $10 for, I don't know what, but anyway, you got to pay a fee, basically $2-3 per garbage bag. So I'm paying God knows how much in taxes, and all I'm getting is for them to collect one trash bag of mine. That's it, a week. That's it. That's all. That's it. And the least you can do to the moonbats out there, you would think, with the kind of money you're making off of the Cooner Man, is you could at least say, thank you. Thank you. Because it's the deplorables like you, like us, we're the ones that keep this whole stinking, rotten system afloat. No. They even have the nerve to call us racists, sexists, homophobic, Islamophobic. You know, if we left, I'm not kidding, if we left this state, this place would go bankrupt overnight. Overnight. So anyway, look, they're partying on my dime. I'm happy they're partying on my dime. And, you know, Jared confirmed this to me off the air. He lived in L.A. for 13 years. I said, Jared, I got to ask you this. I mean, really, how are the strip clubs out there in L.A.? As he put it, la creme de la creme. L.A. and Las Vegas, the best strip clubs you will ever go to. He goes, say what you want about our EBT people here. When they're spending money, withdrawing cash at Las Vegas casinos and strip clubs and L.A. strip clubs, they know how to spend our money. No question about it. So, guys, party it up. Enjoy it. It's on me. 617-266-6868. Brittany, do you want to weigh in on this or no? I mean, hold on. When you go to a casino, Brittany, I mean, not that you go often.
I don't go often at all.
But when you, I think, you know, when you recently went, I think a little bit of money you were spent, $20, $40. Is that your money or is that the government's money?
My money.
So hold on. Really? You're kidding me. So when you gamble, it's on your dime.
The $20 that I spend at a
Okay,
slot
hold on.
machine
Whoa,
that I
whoa,
lose.
whoa. How about when you go on vacation? Is that on your dime or is that on
That,
the...
of course, is my money.
Huh.
Yeah, can you believe it?
Okay, I take it you've never been to a strip club, right?
No.
Okay. Well, what about, I don't know, Florida, the Caribbean,
Haven't been
Hawaii?
in years. I went to Hawaii like 5 years ago.
Okay,
And that was like a graduation present.
That was a graduate. So who paid for that? Your parents?
My aunt did.
Oh, your aunt did.
Yeah.
Sorry, your aunt did. Okay. Your aunt did.
My aunt.
So that wasn't on our dime. That
No.
wasn't. No. Wow, Brittany. You gotta get in on the action, my friend. How about, what do you think of welfare motels for homeless people? When you go to a motel or you stay at a hotel, do you pay or do you
Have you ever stayed in a hotel in Boston? I don't even know, like a Marriott or something. It's very expensive to go and stay in a hotel in Boston if you want to spend the night there. So it's expensive for us to pay, but they get to go for free and live there and have room service and someone clean their rooms. Come on, Jeff.
And don't forget
It's unfair.
the food.
And the food, like I said, the room service.
Drink.
Yeah.
I mean, little cash money. Maybe if they want to go to a strip club, maybe do a cruise. Have you ever done a cruise, by the way?
When I was little.
Okay. What do you do? Carnival? Because they love Carnival.
No, literally, my parents took us on a cruise when we were little kids. I might have been like 6 or 7. It was the Disney cruise.
All right. So you haven't done a cruise in over 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
You got it.
I told you the last vacation that I had was in Hawaii 5 years ago, and I just recently went away last week. I don't go away often.
You need to get yourself an EBT card.
I know.
And join these people on these Carnival cruises because you're missing the time of a lifetime.
I guess
You're
so.
missing a ton of fun. Kevin in Chelmsford, you're up next. Go ahead, Kevin.
Hi, Jeff. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Kevin?
I'm great. You know, I've got to tell you, I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller,
Welcome, Kevin.
and, you know, I'm a little bit ashamed of you, actually, Jeff,
Really, why?
because you don't have any empathy for these people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, it's very stressful being on welfare. You know, you need to get away once in a while, maybe take a little trip, a little cruise, maybe go to Hawaii, like you said. It's outrageous. You know, by the way, in Chelmsford here, we get 2 bags.
Oh, you get 2. They only give us 1 in Rentham.
Yeah,
Those
we're
blood
2 baggers.
suckers.
We're 2 baggers. But anyway, you're right. It's ridiculous. You know, I happen to be a senior, and what they're doing is they're taking away my money that I've worked for. I've paid taxes. You know, I had to file a thing with the, retirement plan, and I found out I made all this money, and then they take it all away now. What's the deal?
I'm with you.
So,
Kevin,
anyway.
it's theft. It's legalized theft. That's what's going on. Brittany, you want to...
Don't forget the mini bar that they get in the room too, Jeff. They get to drink Tito's and some Jameson. They probably get some Bud Lights in there.
I swear, only in this state. Only in this state, honestly. 6-1, and I'm the extremist. 2:48 here on the great WRKO. Okay, you can text us, WRKO 70470. This is from 781. So, Jeff, you're saying that, in all caps, mass residents are spending their EBT cash in Florida, Mohegan Sun, Las Vegas, and the Virgin Islands. Yes. In fact, it's not even that I'm saying it. It's been reported. It's a documented fact. There was a review done in 2017, reported by Eric Rasmussen, Aaron Smith in Boston 25, where they say this is a government audit. And they have found that at least nearly $5 million, they think a lot more, in EBT cash withdrawals. In other words, mass residents given EBT cards, then went, you mentioned Mohegan Sun, Las Vegas, the Virgin Islands, Florida, Myrtle Beach, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Carnival Cruise Line cruise ships, literally on cruise ships, strip clubs in Los Angeles, strip clubs in Las Vegas, casinos in Las Vegas, not just Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. They're partying in Las Vegas with Massachusetts residents given their EBT cards and then withdrawing them from ATMs at these establishments. And we're talking millions and millions and millions of dollars. So, as they're hosing us down with more fees and taxes so it can be squandered for the takers, they won't even now let you have a stinking bottle of water. A lousy little bottle of water. Listen to this. So, Concord and Sudbury have banned the sale of single-use water bottles. You know, I have one right now, Poland Spring. I like Poland Spring. What is it? 500 milliliters. Okay, 500 milliliters. I'm sorry, that would be banned in Concord and Sudbury. Anything under a liter. Well, now it's a trend that's growing in Massachusetts. Great Barrington, that's in Berkshire County, has now joined Concord and Sudbury. So they have now passed a ban on the sale of all small single-use bottles of water. Why? Because according to them, it is verboten, because they say it's bad for the environment, and they say it leads to too much littering. And this was pushed, according to the Berkshire Eagle, by the Environmental Committee of the Berkshire Women's Action Group, i.e., a loony, environmentalist, feminist, moonbat group, along, I swear to you, with several students, like 5, from Monument Mountain Regional High School. So because of one moonbat group and about a handful of students, now if you live in that poor Berkshire community, okay, if you live in Great Barrington, too bad. Anything under a liter or under, you can't buy it. You're not allowed to be sold. It can't be sold to you. Why? And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is wrong with plastic? I mean, seriously. So I got a little bottle of water. Who am I hurting? Plastic is light. Plastic is very easy to carry water or anything, whatever soft drink or whatever you're drinking, whatever beverage around. You can recycle plastic. That's why I got that ridiculous recycling bin that they keep telling me I got to fill up. By the way, they only pick it up in my area once every 2 weeks. But let that go. So we can recycle plastic. Plastic is cheap. Plastic is light. Plastic is convenient. What the hell is wrong with plastic? So you know what's going to happen? They're going to have beverages or water bottles in actual glass bottles, which are much heavier and frankly dangerous. You know, I can smash you over the head with a glass bottle. A glass bottle breaks. It can shatter. The glass can cut you. Plastic bottles are safer. Frankly, they are environmentally friendly. You just got to recycle them. They're cheap. They're not expensive. They're convenient. But no. Now the moonbats are telling me that I can't drink a lousy bottle of water. Brittany, are you a fan of plastic water bottles?
I mean, it's easy to grab, throw it in, grab a case of water, throw it in the fridge when you're leaving to go to work, school, whatever, grab a bottle of water and you're out the door, rather than fill up a Yeti with some ice cubes and all of this stuff. And it's, drink out of the tap water. So I don't really agree with it. There is definitely a war on plastic, I've noticed. Obviously, I live in Salem, and There's a ban on plastic bags. Every time you go to the store, you have to get a paper bag or you have to get a reusable bag. So, I think it's getting out of hand, but I have a question. Isn't this going to hurt business owners? Like, say I own a convenience store or a CVS or something. What's going to happen now? And are glass bottles also more expensive?
A, glass bottles are a hell of a lot more expensive. And B, all the small business owners are complaining, saying this is going to kill us. It's going to kill us. You're completely right, Brittany. And, last night I had to go to Stop and Shop, get a couple of groceries. There's not a ban, but they just didn't have plastic. I had to use paper. The thing tears up as you're carrying it to the car.
It's true. I've had all of my food every time I go, they just fill it up to the top. And then when you're walking out, sometimes I don't use a cart or anything. I'll just carry my food out. And it'll break at the bottom.
Here's what I hear.
There I am.
Here.
And there I am.
That's all. That's all I kept hearing yesterday as I'm walking to the car.
Seriously, in the parking lot, I'm like climbing into people's cars, getting my oranges and stuff because everything falls out of the bag. It's so ridiculous.
They can't even let me now drink a bottle of water in peace.
No, they can't.
No, really. So you're taking all my money, you pick up one bag of trash, and now soon you won't even let me have a bottle of water if it's plastic. Huh? Why my grandfather left communism is beyond me. Because communism is coming here. Carol in Bridgewater, you're up next. Go ahead, Carol.
Yes. I am so tired of the damn Democrats in this state. They are such moonbats. They're costing us money. What the hell is wrong with the people that live here? I mean, I struggle to survive. I can't go away on vacations, and I have to pay for them. And then with the bottles, they say they don't deteriorate. They don't break down. Well, I read some article that some foreign scientist has a way to take care of the plastic now. So why are they pushing it through now? It's a little late.
No, Carol, look, I agree with you 1,000%. And look how they change. And thank you for that call, Carol. For years, you remember that? You had to have the recycle bin. They forced you to take the recycle bin. And then it was like, oh, you got to recycle, you got to recycle, you got to recycle. I go, okay, I'll recycle. So all I do now is throw plastic in the recycle bin. Now, they used to pick it up once a week. Now they pick it up every 2 weeks. Okay, let that go. Now, what's the point of me recycling? You want to ban plastic. And I'm thinking, what the hell's wrong with plastic? It's cheap. It's convenient. It's environmentally friendly. It's recyclable. What the hell is wrong with plastic? Nope. Anything to make our lives more difficult. And more control. It's always more and more and more control. So you know what? I'm thinking at this point, what do the welfare deadbeats say? I want to ask them. When you guys are partying on that cruise ship in the whatever, a Carnival Cruise Line, or you're in the Virgin Islands, do you guys like your bottled water? Maybe you guys can complain because you're the only ones they listen to here.
I know that we drive often back and forth to Boston and whatnot. I don't know if you've seen this, but on the MassDOT signs where they usually do like the Amber Alerts and whatnot,
yes.
I don't know if anyone has seen these, but it says, please don't trash Mass. So there's something going on where they don't want us littering, but we shouldn't litter. But there's something going on here.
Oh, it's a war on plastic.
Yeah.
It's obvious. It's a war on plastic. Notice that consumers like and that working people like. You see? That's what it's all about. No, we got to call up the illegals. The illegals got to start complaining. They got to start saying, no, lavo plastico. Don't touch plastico. If the illegals say to the hands off plastic, they'll lay off plastic. It's up to them. Otherwise, they don't listen to us. Tom in New Hampshire. You're up next. Go ahead, Tom.
Hi, Jeff. I just wanted to say something short. I said it to Brittany when I talked to her. I've been reading this book called Stolen Sovereignty by Daniel Horowitz, and she says he's on your contacts list. If you read this book and get the word out of what he said, and maybe even have him on as a guest, it will blow your mind what's going on with illegal immigration in this country.
Tom, we have his contact, and I'll definitely try to get him on. No question about it, Tom.
He's unbelievable. I'm almost through the whole book, and the stats and the research is just impeccable. And just to give you an example, Arizona spends $2.4 billion a year on illegal immigration.
That's pretty much what we spend, Tom. We're right up there with Arizona. We can give Arizona a good run for their money. John in Boston, you're up next. Go ahead, John.
Hey, I was just wondering what's going to happen when the pot shops open this summer. How much money they're going to spend there?
John, it's funny you should mention that. In that Boston 25 report, they're saying a lot of the cash is now being withdrawn near the medical marijuana dispensaries. And they're openly saying once those pot shops are legal, man, they're going to work those ATM machines hard. So they're not just going to be going to strip clubs on our dime or casinos on our dime. They're going to be getting stoned on our dime. Huh? You want to know what you're working for? That's what you're working for. Hey, at least somebody's having a good time. Huh? So, hey, from Jeff Cooner, from me to you, you're welcome. All right, I got to go, my friends. Jeff Cooner, Boston's bulldozer, and together we're cleaning up the liberal bull.
The Cooner Report is powered by Kelly Financial Services. 888-800-1881. Get the peace of mind that you deserve at Kelly Financial Services. The voice of Boston is you. 680 WRKO Boston, 100.7 WZLX HD2 Boston, an iHeart radio station.